Traders, I'm recording a video because I just entered a second entry long of the EMA. We have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. The trend is to the upside. If I'm going to zoom out, I have a big major structure that needs new high to be tested. The bearish correction played out with a break push to a new extreme, and the significant push above the EMA is telling me that it's time for us to continue working higher. The signal bar is fairly small, so I'm putting the stop loss below the signal bar 1 tick in case I'm wrong. And I'm going to scalp 6 contracts for 12 ticks and manage the runner eventually. This uptrend now needs new high as well. We could even get high low, that would be a little bit safer trade. But this is a second entry long, new high for central long, second entry long at the EMA. Okay traders, we got the scalp, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the stop loss to break even because I want to right now not lose anything on the trade. So stop loss is placed to break even, runner the position is just a bonus. It's getting quite late, so this was barely just in time. So this is second entry, and the risk is so tiny, only you can see 225. So this is why I raised such a tiny bar. New high for central long, I'm gonna draw the one leg, break second leg down trend played out with the break, push to a new extreme. Because this uptrend needs new high, this was a good local price action pattern. So let's see if we can get a runner or scalp is all we have. Alright traders, our runner got stopped at break even, break, and we have the new high. So this is the structure today's ES started with. And what I can notice is there is no big main bias. It's only neutral, no big trending market. There is slight bullish tilt, which is something I will keep in back of my mind. For now, it's very tiny. So what I'm going to pay attention to is I'm going to draw consolidation. I'm going to focus on these key levels. And since this is a trend range, I'm going to respect short-term trend line rule. Okay, I have a downtrend break new low. We're bouncing off the support where you expect a lot of buyers to step in. And right now we have a failed second entry show reversal pattern. The reason why I'm not drawing tight channel like this and drawing a little bit wider is because in a range, we expect right now around the key level to have the reversal. So we have actually a very nice reversal bar. There is a little bearish body, but the bullish tail is fantastic. This is what you want to see towards the close. A lot of buyers were stepping in, pushing the bar higher and higher and higher, resulting in a nice reversal tail. This is very borderline trade because the signal bar is not perfect. There is no bullish body, but this is such a tiny bearish body. The tail can definitely overwrite this. Once again, borderline can be marked green. I'm going to mark it slightly more aggressive like this given the body. It's quite big, but you can see a limit order if you place it in the half would fill you. So decent reversal pattern, felt like entry short, downtrend played out, and we bounce off the support according to range rules where you want to buy low. Now market is working higher. We have a nice uptrend working higher. We have a new high for a century long, pullback, second entry long, but it's super far from the EMA. Every single time we have a second entry long far from the EMA, we're expecting potential double trap. Okay, we have actually double trap, and this is also failed breakout out of this small consolidation while the uptrend is new high. So this was really, once again, great setup context wise, but the signal bar is even weaker than was here. The bearish body is more significant, so we definitely cannot go along here. And by the time we get a bullish body for double bar entry, it's simply way too big and the new high was formed. So we have break, push to new high, uptrend played out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark break, push to new high. It's a shame this failed breakout was such a bad bar because it's a great double trap combined with the failed breakout right into EMA while you need new high, but nothing we can do. Okay, uptrend played out. We're bouncing off the resistance. So what is going through your mind? You're expecting something like this just to the downside. You have a new high, first entry long, so you want to see failed second attempt to go long below EMA. None of this formed. We just had the lower high, which is unfortunate. Had there been a failed second entry long, you want to consider. Now I'm going to follow the trend line rule. I'm going to also follow the short-term trend line rule. And I'm looking for second entry long at the exponential moving average. However, we only have a first entry long, break, push to an extreme, downtrend played out. Here, I was drawing it a little bit wider watching this live because the break is so tiny. But once I saw such a push above the EMA, I got the message, okay, the buyers are back in the market and we are in a range after all. Okay, in trend ranges, don't argue with trends so much. Trends are generally weak, short term, and they tend to pivot quickly. So once your current channel is not reacting as you would expect, combined with the EMA, just play the new extreme and adapt the new one. This can happen in ranges because in ranges, trends pivot quickly. Trends are short lasting in general. So right now what's going through my mind is I'm expecting to get a second entry long, okay, because this uptrend is new high and I follow the trend line rule. New high, first entry long. Well, I have a second entry long here, but I cannot go long above this terrible bearish bar. So this is definitely great context, but the setup bar, the bar is so weak, I definitely cannot use it. So no entry, breaking new high, uptrend played out. So I'm gonna mark break, push to a new high, and there is no reversal. We're back above the EMA. Okay, so at this point, I'm not looking for trades. Everything to the upside played out, and there is no reversal, so I'm just waiting and letting price action unfold in front of me. And you can tell, once again, EMA in the middle of these bars. This is very close to being a no-trade zone, neutral bias. It's hard to understand where the market's gonna go. One thing that we can see is if I'm gonna draw a triangle like this, it's not really holding that well. I have high lows and higher highs, so there is tiny bullish bias. So what I can do, I can draw this channel, although it's weak, but I can draw it. It explains why the market is too bullish. But still, this is a little bit too weak for me to go long on a second entry long like this. Okay, simply, it's way too sideways. I wasn't even looking for trades because it's exactly the bars, EMA, a lot of tails. This is just simply too neutral, and it's hard to have an edge in such a messy structure. Downtrend is in place, so I can't take a second entry long like this. We ended up having a break, push to a new extreme, where uptrend played out. So uptrend played out, and we bounce off the 100-day key level. So here, I was really looking for failed second entry long. You have a new high, first entry long. Actually, this long, let me see. I mean, yeah, the key level, this is the third confirmation. You have exceeded the key level here, but this looks like massive spike in volatility generated by the news. Definitely something like this happened. So one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Actually, this is a decent short you can consider because when you're watching this live, everything to the upside right now played out. It looks like a range. This week channel has a break new high. So everything is, telling you that this short setup of the resistance is a valid trade. Can we get a failed second entry long? And what happened here is pivotal. Why there is no reversal pattern, why the trend down is not continuing, and why are we back above the EMA? Once this happened, we're pausing, looking to go short, and we are getting the information that the market is more bullish. Okay, this is not what is supposed to happen if everything to the upside played out and the range is holding. So now I really question the presence of sellers in the market. You still have short trades that work for a scalp, but way too aggressive. I'm not thinking about selling. In fact, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to draw spike in a channel pattern, something like this. Okay, we have mini second entry long, which combined with this support is almost good trade, but it's an inside bar. We broke below. I was looking for high low above EMA. If you have a better bar here, not an inside bar, you can go long because you're buying at the bottom near the support, but on my chart I can't. By the time you get high low, you already bounce off the double top. There is the tail, so you have to wait for the trigger all the way up here. This is not where you want to go long. You want to buy at the bottom. So this has massive tail. You already bounce off this double top, so we cannot go long now. We kind of missed the move already, so we have to be patient. Okay, I'm going to draw downtrend, treating this as a first entry long. And maybe if I'm going to get a second entry long at the bottom, multiple test, something like this I can consider. But nothing like this happened. Market broke lower a little bit. We have overshoot, and here's important thing that happened. I didn't notice this watching this live because I didn't extend my key level. This is why it's so important to respect these key levels and draw them sufficiently big enough. You have breakout, pullback pattern, and this resistance is now acting as a support. This is a good indicator that the buyers are right now strong in the market. You actually have failed second entry short. This is a little bit more advanced trade though. This is not textbook easy trade that beginners can recognize safely. So if you didn't recognize it watching this live, it's okay. It's a little bit more advanced because you have the breakout pullback, you have to notice this, you have the overshoot, and mainly you're going to combine it with the main bullish bias. In fact, at this point, you're probably looking for some bigger channel because you simply have to explain why market keeps walking higher. But this channel is way too broad. The trend is definitely weak. Okay, weak trend means strong corrections. So it's definitely like a range slightly tilted up. So this channel is not something we use religiously, but it kind of helps us to explain why the market is working higher. Okay, decent felt second entry short. If you're not sure, you're gonna draw a channel like this, and you're gonna wait for high-low confirmation right here of the felt second entry short. Never happened though. You have a second entry long. Looking for a second entry long was great. I was considering second entry long at the EMA. Break new low. Downtrend played up, but it's an inside bar. And we don't like taking inside bars. They generally show lack of momentum. They can screw you up sometimes. In this case, it worked, unfortunately. Actually, when the context is good, inside bar is not such a big of a deal. But when the context is weak, it can chip you up a little bit. When the context is good, you can consider. You have a second entry long, but this time, not even the tail is touching the EMA, so you can't really take it. Market is correcting now. I'm still thinking bullish. Remember, we still traded up the whole day pretty much. I just need to see some setup above the EMA. I have a downtrend break. Push to new low. Brought to like a pullback. Okay, you have one leg down, break, second leg down. So here I'm expecting to get a high low of EMA. I was actually looking for a high low because 10,000 tick chart had a nice second entry long. Can I get high low or felt second entry short? Not really. I definitely cannot use this bar, not the EMA tail at the top. Not a great bar to consider. And you just have almost trades, but not the EMA, just kind of floating here. So no real way for us to enter, unfortunately. Okay, it looks quite bullish. The market shortly after completely reversed all the way down like this. Okay, so now this is such a significant push down. I definitely need to respect this. Remember, this was not a strong trending day whatsoever. This is very weak uptrend. In fact, it looks like, is it even valid? The uptrend, I'm going to draw a channel like this. Initially, you probably connect swings like this, but this would result into your channel being way too broad without confirmations, with too much overshoot. So it's better to focus on this part where the bottom dropped. You still have overshoot though, so you have to skip the very first second entry short you will get. We are correcting. I have a new low here, first entry short, little pullback higher, second entry short, and I have double trap combined with small triple test right at EMA. And this is actually a good trade because it's very broad to look at pullback. It's a double trap, not just second entry short. Actually, excuse me, this is not double trap, almost. This is actually, because double trap we had to stop even the first entry short. Double trap has to be the highest point in this swing. So this is technically felt second entry long, but still felt second entry long is stronger than second entry short. You have the triple test, you have the EMA downtrend new low. The legs are so broad they're negating any wider channel. And this is definitely an okay trade to consider. Felt second entry long. Actually, I thought it was a double trap because it looked like it, but still, double trap has to stop the first and second entry short. Okay, downtrend played out with the break new low, but we are breaking lower, so I'm going to draw a channel a little bit wider. It looks like the momentum is a little bit stronger. I'm looking for second entry short at the EMA. First entry short. I have a second entry short, but we're not full at the EMA. So unfortunately, we can't take it, especially since you have to use double bar entry. Here, I drew the channel a bit wider because the break is so tiny. But notice what is happening. Number one, okay, this uptrend doesn't have new high, which is a concern. You cannot take a lower high above EMA as an inside bar, so there's definitely no go here, still too weak. Now our short-term channel just paid out with the break new low. This is why you don't want to take felt second entry long. You need one of these two things that don't happen, either break a new high or some better wider downtrend. This uptrend doesn't have new high and can get a retest. Downtrend just played out like this. It's a little bit too early to draw anything wider. I mean, it still worked for a scalp, but I really am not a big fan of this. We're mainly going sideways now. If this uptrend has to break new high, maybe, but this uptrend without new high, it's rather lackluster here. And because you're pushing so far up, I'm going to redraw to break new low, and I'm not going to argue with the market. In fact, now that you're pushing too far up like this, it even looks like this initial channel is about to test new high. So I like drawing secondary spike in a channel pattern. Something like this. Okay. I have a new high here, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. The risk is so tiny, 225. Rarely these days you have such a tiny bar. Second entry long at the EMA uptrend is new high. You saw me taking the trade. actually a decent trade to consider, especially since the risk is so tiny. Can we get high low? No high low, breaking new high, uptrend played out. You actually almost have reversal pattern, very close though. Borderline, you prefer fully to be below EMA. Even the second entry long is not really fully below EMA, kind of still halfway there. First entry long, second entry long further, almost decent reversal pattern. If you took it, I can definitely see the reasons why. I'm not going to mark it, but very close to be decent reversal pattern. And this is very close. This is basically where it really depends on your personality. This is definitely very close to be a reversal pattern. Almost there. And now it's too late, market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. Fairly boring day. Very few entries, especially at the beginning. There are a few decent trades towards the end. One right here and one right here. Fairly decent two-legged pullbacks. This is a little bit more advanced trade. It's a shame the second entry long had an inside bar, otherwise great trade as well. But yeah, pretty much this structure, fairly boring, completely uneventful. The structure was actually fairly easy and predictable. So this structure right here and this structure right here, a little bit choppy. So there are areas with few good trades, but there are also areas where pretty much nothing is happening. So kind of normal, pretty much boring ES day, fairly typical. But I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.